All right, good evening. Well, they didn't pick up for the first time for some strange reason. All right, good evening. Welcome to the channel. Tonight we are back in our Minecraft, or our multiplayer server, multiplayer stream, which helps if I turn my VTuber character on, is in a Minecraft SMP. So we're going to bring ourselves up. Bring ourselves into where we were. Now, if you want to come and join in, there is a channel in our Discord called Multiplayer Server Details, which has links to the mod pack and to additional mods that are required. And then once they're installed and up and running, you need to then hop across to the Discord, DM me a Minecraft username, I'll add you to the whitelist, and you'll be up and running in a matter of moments thereafter. Okay, let's just go into creative mode, and I'll show you what we did last week. We built basically a copy of Hoxton's Tower, which is a tower house in Scotland. I thought it turned out pretty well. Given the width of the walls and everything else. It's actually kind of recognizable. Now, as far as I can tell, there's no windows on this side, or this side, but the front and right certainly have a couple of windows, based on the plans that I've seen. And I got the little turret rooms and crenellation platform sorted. Plus I've built it based on the updated version. Now, it used to be a ladder up to that door, but down here was storage, accessible through a trapdoor. Used to be a ladder straight up there. Instead, what we've got here is small storage room off to the side, which I didn't put any storage in. There's our trapdoor down to the bottom floor. Got a fireplace, bunch of windows, basically almost not sally ports, but ports. So basically the barrack room. Then upstairs to kind of a living floor, set up as a dining room, kitchen type thing. A small garderobe, as far as I can tell. A couple of windows, another fireplace, more storage, and then we go up again to the main bedroom level, which has the 2 turreted rooms and the turret walk. It also has a garderobe and, well, it's the top of the staircase, and a fireplace, and a big vaulted ceiling. And the tower itself is completely stone built compared to other towers of similar vintage. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back outside, look at where we are on the map, which I think it sits well there. There's another tower house I'm going to build today. In fact, there's a couple of things I'd like to get started building. First one is going to be another tower house, which is supposed to be in a forested area again, but my junctions, so that's kind of meant to sit on the river junction there. There's no path junctions as such any further down. That's not forested enough. And I don't want to build too far up here. I mean, I've got buildings coming up out here already. And there's no forked areas. Okay, well, I'll probably come down here. I've got to build there. Actually, if I come down here, that might work. In fact, let's go back and check the measurements. Now this, from what I can tell, is not as tall, or it might be as tall. No, it's not as tall because it's only got 2 internal levels, but it's going to be twice as wide. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It was 13 by 13. Okay. I'm going to come down about here, I think. You find shovel. Now it's actually going to, if I face it towards the road, I'll need 26 wide. So let's actually plant some torches and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how wide it is at ground level. Kind of just fits in there neatly. In fact, I should bring it 1, 2 across. Okay, and then its width is going to be, the depth is going to be basically the same as the previous towers. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I got that right, that should be on the... Yep, that's on the right angle. Alright, so let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Now this one, as far as I can tell, doesn't have an external staircase or ladder access. Not sure whether it had one. Okay, first things first. Right, let's put this down here. We're going to go tough, yep. Smooth sandstone, maybe. This one, I don't think is going to be smooth sandstone. We're going to have a look at our block palette. I want it to be a grey block. I mean, smooth sandstone worked really well for the previous one. I mean, stone brick might work. Tough brick could work too. I think it's going to be stone brick with deep slate brick roof. We'll see how that goes to begin with. Get rid of the smooth sandstone. Alright, so we're going to want cobblestone, smooth brick. Now the interior wall on this one I don't think is going to be the same. In fact, I could go sandstone because it'll be rendered. So we're going to go here. It's also going to be a 3 thick wall. Alright, let's set the bed over here near our shulkers. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I probably do have the name for this one somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It is based on a real, just like the other one is based on Hoxton Tower. This is based on a real Scottish tower house. I just cannot for the life of me think of the name of it. And the references I've got didn't get a name with it. I mean, I'm sure I can look it up and find it. Yeah, that has these massively thick walls. Of course, I run out of cobble. Right, okay, let's find my axe and bring these trees down. I'm okay with that step down there. That has to leave. I was using that as a decorative block. Let's put that in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now I could use spruce as the flooring, but I think I'll be sticking with birch. I mean, I'm guessing there'd be pine of some sort, given the location in Scotland, but alright, let's see how that goes. That's... Alrighty, now I can see the floor, the plan. Well, the outline at least. No, knock these couple over as well. I mean, oak could work as well. I could try, but I think we need the ground floor at least to be very, again, stone, flagstones. And we will maybe look at making these internal walls, sandstone, you know, plastered. The smooth sandstone works as like a plastered wall, I think. What we'll do is make stone bricks for the ground floor here, which again should be more of a storage room. So here's our foundations. We're going to have rubble-filled walls again, going all the way up. And in fact, the ground floor on this one is actually a 10-foot ceilings. I mean, is actually barreled. Barreled? No. Yes, it could be a barrel vault. I don't know if we're going to have the room to barrel vault, but we'll see. In a difference to the previous tower, this one is only stone flooring for the ground floor and the first floor, and then the floor above it is timbered. So we're shorter than the previous build. I don't know if it's got an attic room. I think it might actually. Looking at this, it might actually have an attic. I don't know how to get to it though, but we'll find out. Now, at least on the ground floor, this internal room is going to be separated. In fact, even on the upper floors, is going to be stone construct. Now, down here, I'll make it out of stone bricks. Upstairs, I'll make it out of sandstone, I think. I ran out again. I did. Right. Okay, so that doesn't give a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't seem to give a lot of internal space. But seriously, compared to the other build, this is a significant increase. Okay, so that's the front wall over there. Back wall has no... Let me get my bearings right. Right? Back here. Okay, so this back wall has no... Got a window there, I think. Down here it's got nothing. Alright, along here has mostly nothing. It's got a door. But, okay, it's going to have a staircase built into the window wall. That'll be about there. That means doors about there. No, the doors on the diagram's about close to halfway. Means the scale's off. Grab. Okay, so what we actually do know is there's another room at the back here. External walls. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4. There's my halfway. The scale of this room is about that. Right. And then the internal staircase. So the front door is aligned just to the left. Looking at it from externally. Yeah, the way you stupid tree. Better, but not perfect. Alright, then... I don't know that smooth stone's what I want. Sorry, stone bricks is what I want. There's going to be like a window along here, but that's okay. Then there's going to be a doorway there as well. It's more of a shale. Well, not a shale. Have a look. This stone, I don't think gives enough variation. Andesite definitely doesn't. Tough is too light. Basalt is too dark. I mean, wool kind of... Let's try concrete. That's just bland and wrong. I mean, it gives the right thing on the corner, but the concrete's the wrong colour. Concrete powder has texture, but it's wrong. White terracotta, maybe? Oh, cheers, Kaida. That'd be very nice. Again, I don't know if I've got the right colour here, but that's pink limestoney almost. Well, given I've got sandstone for the other build, this might be better. And then I've got a stone. Yeah. Right, I've got to go and check how big the floors are. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth was the floor. And each floor inside is 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth is the floor. I was basically right. Where's my build site? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, floor. 1, 2, 3, floor. Okay, and then we go 1, 2, 3, floor. That's 1, 2, ground floor, first floor. 1, 2, 3, floor. Ground floor, first floor, second floor. Ground first, second, roof line. Yes, that works. And then that's a roof line from there. Okay, so there becomes the wall. That's our wall height. So if you just give me half a second. In fact, the roof height looks like this. I was building this legit to begin with. Got my colours wrong. I wish there was slightly more variation in stone options. Mind you, I did build the other tower out of sandstone, which in real life it's probably more of a shale. Well, not a shale, but certainly a grey. G'day, Jack. Yeah, okay, hold on a sec. If you'd like to join in, head over to the Discord, and this goes for everybody across all the various... Thank you, Kaeda. If anybody wants to join in the game, head over to the Discord. You'll find a channel over there called Multiplayer Server Details, and in there you'll find a link to the mod pack and 2 additional mods, and you basically install those, get those up and running, and then come back over to Discord, DM me a Minecraft username, and then I'll add you to the whitelist, and then you'll be up and running in a matter of moments. It's hard survival with a keep inventory turned off. We have claim protection. We have a bunch of QOL type mods. Nothing heavy. It's a pretty lightly modded server. People can play it without using the mods. I play it basically vanilla. And because I'm a fairly generous admin, some people actually play it almost like it's in creative mode, given how much I can gear out and things like that. But people are free to play it however they choose. Okay, so that's going to be the roof line. Now, if we come back over here and stand on top of a tree. Yeah, so we can see already that that's more squat than the previous building, because that went up here. That was ground floor, barracks, main dining / kitchen, and then living. Whereas this is ground floor, first floor, second floor, maybe an attic. I'm not 100% sure. The diagrams I'm working from for this one aren't very clear, but they do have windows in the roofline, which suggests that there is some form of attic space. I mean, it would be easier if I was using something like Conquest Reforged or something like that. I mean, plenty of mod packs, texture packs I could be using. Oh, and if people are wondering how to get the mods installed or what's on the mods, there's a video linked in there to the second YouTube channel, which has a walkthrough of the mod pack and the key mods and stuff in it, and how it all works, etc. Okay, so now we're looking at the front and left, other side. So this one, according to that, has no windows on the ground floor. Two, three, four. And then it's going to have small windows on the upper 2 floors. I didn't even know there were drops happening for Minecraft, to be honest. I should have think drops are turned on, but now each of these are also going to be closed off. Now I was going to run sandstone internal. Now, as near enough as I can tell, there's no window over here, but there is a doorway. But there is, so that's an internal wall there. And we're going to do what we did on the other one and have this a rubble filled wall. Then there was a doorway here leading into a small room, and that's going to be an internal. Actually, no, we're going brick-lined, stone-lined wall. In fact, we should rip those out and go like that. Where'd my door go? That's not a door. And I will take smooth sandstone because that was the other part of it. And we are going to use birch as our flooring. I mean, I could use oak. I should use oak. Okay, so we're going to have door handle on the right. Nope, not that one. There we go. Now this room has no windows on this side, so I can definitely stack that. And I did say this was going to be a stone-lined chamber down below. If the mouse doesn't get stuck. Okay. Now, pavers. I don't want to use this. I mean, the stone bricks is cool enough, but what else do I have? Mossy stone brick? No. Tough bricks, maybe? Okay, actually, that goes through to there. Like that. So this tiny room in here looks like this. There you go. And the first floor is definitely stone. But we're going to run stone brick up the inside wall. And then that across like that. I actually think this wall is supposed to continue all the way up. But at this point we're going to switch it over to sandstone. Now there's this bit here is not 100% just yet. There's going to be an ascending, so we're coming through the door here. I'll put that to stone bricks. Yep, that's stone bricks. And basically you come in through the door. There's like a small passage off to your right, and then you start a climbing staircase, a circular staircase. So we're going to come back here. We're going to finish off this first floor. Now the first floor has, I said, stone flooring, and then the floor above it is timber. 2 floors above it are timber, sorry. Now there are some gaps, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Timber. I should have taken 8 planks, not slabs. 4. There we go. And for whatever reason, this is also... This room stays the same shape. I have no idea what its purpose is. Other than to say it's a small room. And there'll be some management of stuff. So we actually have, like I said, instead of 4 floors, we've only got 3. But we also have attic space by the look of things. So we're going to run in and 1, 2, 3, 4. As far as I can tell, it's going to be all the way across. In fact, we'll leave that again. Like it's purely timber. Unless there's supposed to be like high rooms, like windows all the way up. That doesn't make sense though. Why would you put windows in a roof line if you don't have a room associated with it? And in fact, it's one inside the wall height. The wall height goes one up. Is that 1? It does look like 1. Yeah, just maybe a straight up attic space, but it's got these weird beams in it. And I've got to put in the fireplaces and everything else yet too, so no point getting too excited. Alright, and then so these will come up another 1. Or should I give it 2? No, they're not anywhere near as tall as the flooring below it. Again, this is based on a real Scottish tower house. For the life of me, better put some torches in here. For the life of me, can't remember what the name of it is. I didn't copy the name of it when I was doing everything in terms of designing it and whatnot. Not designing it, finding the diagrams. Okay, so we're going to put our door in there. There's our external wall. Now, I don't know whether I want to go stone stepped. No. Hooray! Okay, so let's have a look at that. That will basically be solid on the ends. There's going to be chimneys off each end as well. It's going to be chimnified as well. That'll be up like that. An awfully wide chimney. There's a little thing happening down the far end. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's not quite perfect because there will be... I think there's going to be some windows on the far end. Now, I did have... What was it? Deep slate stairs. Now, this isn't perfect in terms of... In terms of representing slate, but it's not far off. I mean, it's certainly a better choice than I had in the previous build. And I'll finish this in. I'll put this in. So we get the impression of... because then I can work out what the ceiling space is going to look like. There we go. This sort of stepped roof at the end above the tiles or the slate almost makes me think it's sort of Flemish, Dutch/Flemish in design. I don't know if it is. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, let's get... It was deep slate, wasn't it? I think we don't have too many external doors. All right, that definitely has house shape. And the proportions are looking good. That's, yep, no, that's definitely working. Okay, let's finish putting these roof lines in. I mean, there's going to be windows and stuff that I've got to fix up, but for now, let's get the roof as if it was not modified, because most of it isn't. Because there's a couple of other not massive, well, they might be massive by the end of it. A couple other big builds I'm interested in doing. That are, again, based on real world structures. It's then finding an appropriate biome and amount of space. And I mean, there's one I'm wondering if I'm going to have to adjust the vertical scale. Like, build it to the correct horizontal scale, but maybe shrink it, because I don't know if I'll hit the world build limit or not. I mean, that one's going to be interesting to see. I may not be able to do it on this map. I might have to do like a dedicated flat world or something in creative. And of course, it's not just building it, it's finishing it, making it look lived in. There we go. That's a good contrast for the tiles and everything else. They're going to be lipped as well. So in essence, where we've got the doorway on the front, the equivalent offset from the other end is going to be a chimney, but it's going to rise flush with the external wall. It's going to cut through the tiles. This backside, I don't think there's anything sticking out. At least nothing. I don't have a render of the backside of the roof, or a drawing of the backside of the roof, for this build at least. I think we've got at least one more Scottish type house, manor house to build, or tower house. Not sure if we're going to give us scale it correctly, but we'll give it a crack. Now, from what I can tell, this is going to be timber lined. And that does look like, yeah, a clear extra floor. And under main roof. Whereas in Hoxton Tower, or whatever the name of it was, it just went straight up into a vaulted ceiling from the top room. Right, so this one's going to be a square fireplace. I just don't know which floor it comes off. Third floor. Oh, wait a second. Oh, see if I can read. Ground floor, first floor, third floor. So quite obviously there's a second floor in there that they haven't drawn. Muppet. That helps. Okay, so we had that coming in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 across is the door. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's actually quite a large one. Full thickness. And it's going to go up as far as the other ones. They don't rise much above the top of the roof height. fact, we'll put a hay bale fireplace under there. Okay, so clearly there's no windows either side. Oh, ow, ow, ow. There's no windows lined up with that. There's a sally port, not a sally port, there's a firing port of something on the ground floor here. But this wall comes straight down. And in fact, there's no windows to the other side either. There's like a, not a garderobe, can't be garderobe straight above. Ground first, second, there's something on the second floor. That's right above the door. And in fact, we can... There's windows in the front third. Again, I didn't design it. I'm just building it. Okay, there's all the flooring. Okay, so there will be windows there. I can shut off the floor levels, and I know I can basically fill the corners in. Now this one is effectively, yeah, underneath that fireplace. Ground floor, first floor, second floor. So there will be something there. These are filled in the corners like that. Actually, let's come in here and put some torches down before I catch fire or get some sort of mob in that I don't want. Okay, this back wall. I think there's a window here-ish. Right, I know I can bring these walls along. Ground floor, first floor. There is a window there on the first floor. By the third floor, that's all a single floor. In fact, I think by the second floor we'll make it an entire floor as well. So that wall line does have natural window space. Okay, so that's ground floor. There's a window over here. So this gets filled in. First floor. They look like fireplaces, to be honest. They're not windows. They're not penetrating the outer wall. Mind you, that's not penetrating the outer wall either. Could be access to a cellar. Storage. Because the idea is you obviously want the ground floor to be as secure as possible. Let's go to this back wall here. Okay, so first floor. Again, they're not windows. There's 2 windows on this floor. Be storage. We'll go with storage. Yeah, it's not huge numbers of windows. I could close that out completely, but then again, it looks like you're going to living spaces once you get up there. So that's first floor. That'll be... Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like that there. That's only a small window. That makes sense. That'll be to the internal wall. Hang on. Internal wall. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Again, another smallish window. The internal wall. you go there. You've got pretty much the same window directly above it. Funny enough, it's actually offset. This window's offset. Just a touch. That's first floor. Second floor has a slightly offset window. Don't ask me why, but it is. Drains, maybe? I don't know. So that corner's, well, the wall part is done. That corner's the wall part is done. Well, hang on. Not quite. There'll be windows coming up there. First floor, there is nothing to be gained there. Already got a window there, so that's going to be closed off. Second floor, I don't have anything. Third floor, there's also nothing in that corner. Okay, so this side's done. That side's done. I have no idea about the second floor here. Wouldn't hurt to assume another window. There's a couple of windows over there. Yep. Couple of windows there. I'm going to make an executive decision and put a window in here. I don't have big picture windows or anything like that, so... Right, let's actually fix up this ceiling space. It's going to be more in line with that one there. Up, don't fall down. Let's just go there like that for now. So there is a window there. Hmm. It needs to be thinner. I can't put a thinner wall in though. Kind of works. And there's going to be 2 on the back wall here. Actually, that's way over. That should be there. Not there. Alright, what sort of stairs? I'm going to go with... I'm going to go stone stairs the whole way up. I think... Well, I can rubble in here. I can definitely do this section with confidence. Yes, this one is definitely complete. This one's a featureless internal wall. It almost feels like there should be a bit of more space. Anyway, so that comes in, and Actually, it goes wider and then hooks in like that. There's like a little, almost like a vestibule. So we come in, there's a small vestibule. You go through into the main space. Actually, to wall height is, to roof height is right. And there is something in the corner here, but we're going to go to here at least before we do anything about it. But yeah, this bottom floor is completely stone. We want to make sure, well, it is very unlikely to catch on fire. It's also going to be very well defended. Now, in the corner here, it's got some form of we'll go too wide. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's a storage unit. I don't know. Okay, that's going to be smooth. That's actually set up more as a firing point by the look of things. It almost looks like this end piece is supposed to be 1, 2, 2, 3. I don't know, it's almost like, looks on the diagram, something like a kitchen, but it's not, because I can see the external wall. And the external wall is not a chimney. Like some sort of small storage, perhaps. But I don't know what it could be there. Where are my lanterns? I probably could get a stone brick slab in as well. It's not a fireplace. I know it's not a fireplace. Where did my lanterns go? Huh. I had them right there, duh. Hmm. I'm guessing this is storage. It just feels like storage. Right, now let's work out how to do this. Okay, we want... These are awfully wide stairs, but then again... You ever think, come on. I don't know that that's... I mean, it's going to have a solid core up the middle too, according to the design. I have to think that staircase through again, I think. Yeah, these walls are going to actually be corrected in just a bit. This is going to be a corner piece coming out in 2 corners, actually. So, where the staircase is will be one, and back here will be the other. Alright, I'll fix that in just a sec. Smooth sandstone. Could possibly go a smooth sandstone stair. Meh. Oh, it's an internal staircase, so it can be an internal wall as well. I think I can tighten that stairs? It's two landing, 2 landing, 2 landing, 2 landing, 2 landing. Actually, no, that's coming out in the right spot. That is the right spot, according to the design. Ah, pop. I did have that for a reason. Deep slate bricks. Oh, I haven't put the window in over here yet. That's alright. That's not. As far as I can tell, this wall here is now complete. There's no indication on the diagrams that there's any storage space or anything associated with this back wall. But there is a slight storage space in here. Did I go far enough back? I did. I didn't do it up here. My fault. Okay, so that... No, it's not complete. So I've got to put the little hidey hole out the back. I have honestly no idea what I'm going to decorate the interior with here. Everything for time. Okay, we might even actually be able to start. Might even be able to start on the next one as well if this continues apace. We've got we're pretty close. Pretty close. I mean, if we come back here. Okay, we've got windows to put in there. I think we've got the staircase done. We've got that one done there. We zip around the side. That's done. Those are done. I mean, I've had to guess where those windows were there. I've got a couple of windows to put in there. I've got a couple of little more cutouts to do up here. But we'll get to them in just a moment. Right. Coming up. Okay, second floor doesn't have a window, which is where I'm on at the moment. But it does have one on this side, so that can be filled in. Alright, so, I mean, that's looking... relatively complete up here. What I should do is each of the windows should get a lantern. Right, now we need to put the flooring in, need to put the windows in. That ground floor is looking pretty good now. We've got a window there, got a window there. Lighting in here could do with a bit more oomph. I don't know what you're going to put around the corner here, but anyway, so we'll come up the stairs. Up onto the floor here. On the first floor, which has the two windows. I mean, I'm going to have to come back and carve out the storage spaces, the garderobes, and the other bits and pieces that go with it. Now the design is, at least the diagrams are pretty definite about there being an internal wall along here. Oop. I don't know that this is going to fit. It does seem to be a little bit kind of in line with those, but I'm going to regret this. Actually, it needs to come across one. Better. Better. Apple. Yeah, I did say there was going to be a window here as well, so what I can do is... There. Yeah, I mean, these windows and stuff don't line up in the real building either, so not overly fussed that it doesn't match up. Would prefer if it did. Uh, can I afford to get rid of the hay bales? I don't need those anymore. Okay, so these actually have like a lip on them, but you can't. If we do that, you can see it from that it's got a, like a lip around the top. I mean, I wouldn't mind like a really narrow staircase, but we'll leave one fire burning. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, the two at the back are there, the windows are there, windows are there. Two at the front are there. Alright, that's done. That's done. That's done. Okay. Let's break in. Okay, the windows are in line, so... Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so it's going to come in 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's at floor level. Okay, so it's basically too wide. And then it pushes the wall out another 1. So here... what it's got is, it's got wide enough for a window and one either side. Actually got a window on the side as well. It is long. It gets knocked out. And what we have out here is a window. Come back in line there. No. What's that? White terracotta. Do I have... I don't have an inverse stair of that, do I? No. It needs to be a normal stone brick. Hmm. These walls aren't very big in here. But it does have the mini stepped with a roof line as well. Like that. And I mean, that works. Works. No, that just... No, it needs to... Doesn't stick out though, to be honest. I would make a slight executive... Nope, modification. 2 windows on that. I think that works. We could make a couple of internal doors as well. Not that it really matters that much. Okay, so it comes back just one in front of that. Again, the scale doesn't work for us that much. It goes up to 3 above. Goes... No, wrong one. Comes forward 2, and then it's... Actually, from the external, that's done. I mean, those little turret things just... I don't think... I mean, they're there, they work, they fit the design criteria. Right. Let's go fix up the interior. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4 back from the front. One, 2, 3, 4. I can't bring that forward too because the staircase. What I can do is that's fine. That fits in. I could. I'm going to take oak. Well, I've got oak floors. Stripped oak log, I think. We're going to make it a... Get the name of the exact type of beam this is. But I can... I mean, there'd be another piece across the top. Like that. And technically, there's vertical beams here as well. On the interior wall. Pop, 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 pop. Maybe we just space those out a little different. Or just not put them in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All the way back downstairs. Did I put a lantern up here? I did. We should move my bed inside. Anyway. So let's go check from the external. So there we go. We've got all our windows in place. We've got our fire. We've got our little turret things sticking out. We've got our dormer windows. We've got all our other windows. Now I need to fix up the interior and decorate it. To be honest, I don't quite know how it's going to fit. I've got to finish putting these beams in first. I'll be honest, I don't know how many beams they're going to put in a medieval tower house to support a roof like this, but I'm assuming it's going to be a fair number. So this isn't unrealistic. I mean, it may be, but I'm going with no. Oh, of course I got rid of the planks, didn't I? I did. Okay, windowed, torched, lantern, sorry. It's all in place. Okay, so as far as I can tell, this is now complete. Okay, we come out, that's head height through there. Head height through there. Head height through there. See external wall, so that's going to go up like that. Where's my cobble? There it is. In fact, I think this is the floor we get the big fireplace. It's asking for a door. Like that. I've done my windows. Make that a storage space. Right, so we come into the vestibule. You come in. There's a door straight ahead. And there's doors to go up the ladder, up the stairs. That's a little ante-room, ante-chamber, ante-room, ante-chamber. Right, you come out on this level, so we're going to put again asking for doors. Okay, that's that floor. Whoop. And then the top floor, which is also begging for a door. Right, okay, let's start working out which way I'm going to be. I'm going to go put storage in here. I don't know what. Let's go dispense with most of my building materials, because we're now going to decorate. Actually, I will need the smooth sandstone and the stairs, because I will be putting a fireplace or two in. Okay, we're going to look for hay bales, I think. What was the... there's something that actually looked like a natural block, I think. Actually, it looked like a crop when you put glowstone. Block of raw iron look like potatoes, I'm pretty sure. Let's try that with like trapdoors. There you go. It does look like a pack of a pallet of potatoes. Alright, so ground floor is done. I guess we could make like a guard station. In here, or maybe like a... I was going to say a bed, but no, we'll give him a seat. Go our invisible item frames. I'm trying to think if there's something else I should put in here. That works. Alright, first floor. I mean, the hearth should be larger, but I can't get access. There's the stairs in the way. Kinda. I wonder if I can combine that. Not down here, I can't. Not down here, I can't either. Where was the big... Oh, the big fireplace was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, perfect. I am on... Get rid of the hay bale, I think. Pop, 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 pop. What did I do with all my lantern? Oh, they're right there. My brain is going, well, more than usual. I'll turn if I can bring that down, because it is supposed to be a small window. It's not a full-size window. In fact, I will do that. There we go. And I will just put that there like that. I have a shot. It goes back the other way. Alright. So there's the major thing on this level. We have a couple of wall scoops here. I don't know what we're doing with them or what they're supposed to be, but you know what? I'm going to turn that into a garderobe. Storage. This room is supposed to have something else carved out as well, but look, we'll just storage like that. Put some barrels in there. Okay, wall decorations. Storage there. Not sure what I'm going to put in there anyway. So we'll go upstairs. Second floor, I have no idea. I have no idea. In fact, yes I do. A toilet there as well, because again, on the main diagram, it does have things sticking out that side. Again, we're going to go nice red beds. There's actually no fireplaces on the third floor. What I might do is, I might go bedroom on the second first. On the second floor. Because we've got fires here. What we might do is we'll internally partition. We're going to go like that. We're going to give ourselves some really nice rich carpets. I'm going to go blues and reds. In fact, we'll go downstairs and take care of them downstairs. I'm going to put a big table in as well. Get some banners going as well. Nice yellow. And Alright, now we're going to set the table here. Alright, I'm going to go for dark oak seats. I'm going to put candles in the middle, I think. I'll go for white. I don't think I've a flint and steel. And of course I broke the damn thing, didn't I? Where's acacia? Alright, so they're a bit dark in the corner. What can I do to improve that? Well, actually, we'll also put lanterns over the table. Alright, I think that works well. What I'll do then is I'll turn this into a kitchen. Means I'll probably go with one of those. Actually, I can do this. I'll need a polished tough wall, I think. There we go, we've got cooking area. And I'll find a cauldron. I mean, you wouldn't walk through the working areas, but I don't have a lot of choice. And I got rid of my sandstone, didn't I? Smooth sandstone. In fact, no, what I can do is I can Nope, I need my smooth sandstone. There's a kitchen. In fact, I can turn that into storage, really. In fact, storage wouldn't be too bad. I have my invisible, I do. Actually, no, tapestries. I'll go with tapestries. Meh. It works. I'll be honest, I don't know what this top floor is supposed to be for. No fireplace. Go blue bed, I think. I don't know that that's supposed to be broken up. Well, taking a little bit of liberty here. Maybe, I don't know. Got main living space already. We got a kitchen, main living space. We'll subdivide that. I mean, that's a bit dull, but we'll brighten it up. Kind of does feel empty though. There's his walk-in robe. Alright, we're going to actually put a bunch of beds in here, I think. we'll keep this one relatively plain. Storage in there. We've got a fireplace. These guys don't. Master suite. There's a toilet there as well. We go upstairs. Okay, what we're going to put up here is make some like alchemy type stations and stuff. I'm looking for that. I get rid of the book. I didn't mean to. Uh, I honestly don't know what to put up here. True, true. uh, I'm not playing peaceful. I am playing in creative at the moment, just to finish putting this build together. But yes, you're right. I don't tend to play much peaceful. True. Well, I mean, it's then that you double check your settings to make sure that you did set peaceful. I've been caught out a few times, and I've got audio mods that add to the ambience, and they add all sorts of wonderful cave sounds and everything else, and you're like, I don't know that they should be getting those sounds right now, but yeah, is it a mod? Is it bad things? Alright, I still don't know what else to put up here, but alright, okay, I think we've got it. Alright, so let's go sleep, and then we'll... I will give that an immediate look. Blackstone, Blackstone. Yes, I mean, polished Blackstone is beautiful. In fact, we're going to take the stairs. We're going to invert a couple there like that. Like that. Oh, yeah, that works. That pops out nicely. That's a bench, that's a bench. Don't ask why there's so many of those. It would. However, I will... I'll just go and sleep in the sleeping levels, and I'll duck outside and show you what's going on. In fact, I've pretty much just about done tonight's session, actually. So, last time I was on, so it was a couple of weeks ago, the real world kind of got in the way. I had this idea, and I've had this idea for a while, that I was going to be building out my... let's just chuck all this stuff in here. Alright, I'll come back to those. My bed disappeared, didn't it? Oh, it's there. Okay. So, I mean, the server tour takes a couple of, like a good 20 minutes or so. But last week, last time I was on here, I decided I'd had the idea that I was going to be building some houses and stuff. And I ended up building, I think they're called Hoxton Tower, which is a Scottish tower house. And, I mean, it doesn't quite fit the Minecraft scaling, but it's close. At least the map, the designs, sketches I was working from seem to work. Now, I built it in the more current setup, which is stairs to the front door, not ladder. But it's got the storage unit, storage on the ground floor with the secure barred windows, the trapdoor from upstairs. We go upstairs into the nominal front. You come in through the barracks, or the nominal barracks. Trapdoor down to the storage with... get away. Small storage space. You go upstairs through the wall. Come out on basically the main living space. There's a garderobe over the other side. Then you come up again. And into the main living chamber. Now, with the little turrets offshooting and out to the little wall. Now, I was doing the research on it, on Hoxton Tower, I think they call it. It is completely stone the whole way through. So all the internal floors are stone. It's a 4 story tower house. And it actually looks, well, I mean, I might have got the colours a little bit wrong, but that's it to the scale I had found. Nice and squat. But then I had found designs to a second one. I'm not sure what this one is, but tonight's plan was to come and build this one. And yeah, the difficulty was getting these little, not turrets, I mean, they're not really turrets, but coming in. Now, this one was about twice as long as it is wide. And I, based on Hoxton Tower's dimensions, I thought, well, we'll double the width. Difficulty was getting the right sort of combination of stone and everything else. And even with the design, the sketches I have for this one are less detailed. So again, my understanding is that you'd have your ground floor as largely storage. They actually have a separate storage room around this side. And so it's all stone. Ta-da. All stone. And then the spiral staircase and guard station here I put in. The spiral staircase up through the corner of the wall. Put the kitchen in there. Got main living space through here. Dining, seating, big fireplace, bit of storage, etc. Storage. Toilet through the kitchen. Then upstairs we have sleeping quarters. So there's a couple of bedrooms for large sleeping numbers, and then you got the main suite or the main chambers. And then upstairs, I just had no idea what they did. Like the beams and stuff, I couldn't work it out based on what I'd seen with the previous ones. So yeah, so that was the getting through tonight's session. Actually, I was kind of proud of that. Getting it at a workable scale and everything else, and having it fully workable and furnished and everything else. I'm going to put a path in. Do I put a torch, a lantern on? I don't know. No, I'm kind of happy with that. So, I'm actually real pleased with how that's turned out. I mean, these Scottish townhouses have really tiny windows, not many windows, and it can be difficult. But I do like how they sort of fit in this map, at least. This idea of the isolated, secure house, secure site. That, if I go back to creative, so yep, there's the, again, don't know the name of the one I just did today, but it's all the way down here. Yeah, the second one, so the first one's up here, but we've got plenty of other builds and whatnot around the site, around the map that they fit into. So, I mean, I wouldn't put them too close to the industrial sites that we've put on the server and all that sort of stuff. Builds, talking of Blackstone, we do have, there's a build that has a lot of Blackstone in it. Nope, deep slate bricks, not that. I actually think it's in the nether. So if we go through, yes. So our rail network, our nether connections, uses a lot of used quartz and blackstone for the flooring in the train station, carpeted for in the cafe, ticket sellers and stuff. But if you go into the actual tunnels, yes, they're polished blackstone line, blackstone ceilings, and sandstone and blackstone flooring. Yeah, you can get a bit nauseous traveling down these too far, but yeah, the rail network I installed in the nether to connect people's bases, 3 branch lines, are all lined exactly like that the whole way through. And then blackstone and tough flooring for the actual platforms. I knew I had a blackstone build somewhere on the server. And then, yeah, out here in the waiting room. Yeah, and then the blackstone linings continue for the rest of the access in the nether, which, yeah, blackstone and diorite and blackstone and sandstone, leading to the blaze spawner and around the corner of the fortress. The blaze spawner is actually set up as an XP farm. But yeah, the blackstone would not have fit within that particular base design. So, structure design. And I even blackstoned the walls and spawn chambers for the blaze rod. So for the blaze XP farm. Again, to keep it with the aesthetic that I've put together for the nether side of things. But other than that, I don't think there's too much blackstone in the overworld. Probably because it just doesn't appear in the overworld. Go back to the... You go and sleep. But speaking of blackstone, actually there's a... Actually, I will take you out to a build that doesn't have any blackstone in it, but it well and truly achieves the design goal of making people wish they never saw it. And here we have me facing the wrong way. There we go. The Department of NPC Affairs. Why is there an ND inside? What have you got? Sand. Git. All of our lifts are broken. Now you got to use the fire stairs to get anywhere in the Department of NPC Affairs. But each of the floors is a mess of grey and beige and really poorly textured wood and just cubicle farms and misery and claustrophobia. And each floor is exactly the same as the other. And I haven't consigned the poor unfortunates that have to man this place just yet. But I will. Alright, so let's get up to the top floor and get out into the open. Alright, one of the things I want to test out is... Not 100% sure if I've got the right scale for this, but... we're looking at a build that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 8, 33, 34, 35, 37, 21, 50. 82 blocks long. That's going to be fun. And the length is more important than the width. Now, we do have, right, so that's a chunk, and the chunk is 16. So that's 10 chunks is 160, so I need 5 chunks. I need to find a water crossing of 5 chunks, because that's going to be the next big build. I don't want to be down there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a lot less than you think. 1, 2, 3. Right there. There's one right there next to a jungle. I mean, I've taken builds down here. I mean, there's a build there. There's a build there. They're really deep. I don't want to go to the Badlands. I got to build there already. That's a deep crossing. Actually, let me go here. How steep am I? That actually could work. That crossing there. Because I can always then take a path back behind me up to there within eyesight, and it kind of matches the reality of actually 1, 2, 3. No, that's too big. No, if that was perfectly straightened up, it might work. No. Too big. I mean, I could put it right next to base, but no, to the world spawn, but no, that doesn't make sense. I put it there. It's kind of like a gateway. Yeah, okay, we'll put it there. And for this, I'm going to need an awful lot of stone. I think we're going to go with cobble first. Alright, let's see if I can't do this the right way. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Zoom that in so I can actually see what I'm looking at. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have any timber. I do have timber. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a door. The door basically there. And it's 1, 1, 2, 3. 14 to the back wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, and there's a door there as well. I should have put a torch down, to be honest. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 marks the end of that. Then 1, 2, 3 in a gap, and that. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is almost perfectly lined up. And then, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be really interesting to see if I can fit that. I guess I can always push it further from the other side. Or we can always add dirt. Like this. Alright, this is going to be a very interesting build. That's scoped out the size. I think the dimensions are a little off. I'm going to have difficulty trying to squeeze everything in. But it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun finding out. Alright, we're going to call it a night there. It's going to be a fun build. Alright, big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. We're going to drop it in the chat, put some tunes up. Work out where my muting is. That one. Alright, big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. Regulars, first timers, chatters, lurkers, and everybody in between. Across the various endpoints and channels, thank you very much all for being here. It's very much appreciate having you all here. It's the channels wouldn't be the same without you, and look, really happy with the progress we got there tonight. Alright, what do we got next? Next stream is tomorrow night. We've got our giveaway going off first. If you want in on that, head for the Discord. You'll find a channel called Giveaways. In there you'll find a blue button. Click the blue button and you're automatically in the draw for the giveaway. That happens before Sunday's stream every week. This week it is for a copy of Hotel Renovator. So good luck to everybody with that. G'day Red Falcon the second. Yeah, so good luck to everyone with that for the giveaway. Tomorrow's stream is Infamous Second Son. We're doing the hard playthrough. Already did the first playthrough, got all the collectibles, etc. So doing our expert / hard playthrough, and then when that's done, it'll be the last Infamous game, and then we'll have something else to pick for a Sunday night. Monday we are continuing our Mass Effect playthrough, pushing through our last pairing on hardcore, and then we'll do the Insanity speedrun. Wednesday night is Pillars of Eternity. We're doing our Sneaky Boy run. Now, because obviously, and then next Friday is Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. And then next Saturday, probably back here for a little bit with our multiplayer stream, which is our Minecraft SMP. Given that it is Christmas this week, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody, and hope you all travel safely if you are traveling, and hope that you all have a very, very peaceful time where possible. We have, I expect the streams to go ahead, but they may be shortened because of, well, Christmas. The new year, so the week after Christmas, should be normal streams. New Year's Eve, I think, is a stream. Hang on, what's it be, a Thursday? New Year's Day is Thursday, New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve should be a stream. Then that'll be it for 2 weeks. So if you want to keep on top of what's going on, check the socials, mainly Twitter and Insta. Messages go out on both of those before each stream, indicating what, where, when. Discord picks those up and also punches a message out when the stream goes live. Plus it has the giveaways, plus it also lets people know when some of our friends over there go live too. Other than that, it's a very good night from me to all of you, and we'll see you all again next stream.